Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Astroneer. I don't know when this video is going to go up because I recorded another video of Astroneer, but I decided to restart. I know a lot more about the game now, and I haven't been that far in the other save, so I wanted to restart and give it another try. Because I know a lot of the functions of the game now, and I wanted to restart before I got too far in the old save. So, let's get going. I'm still playing with an Xbox controller, although it seems like I'm going to have to restart the game for it to work, so I'm going to be right back. Okay, so we're back in the game, and now it seems to be working. So, let's first go into start a new adventure game. I'm going to go with the same suit. So if you don't know what my old suit was, this is what it is. It's the flight suit with it's the orange, the heavy orange color scheme. So, let's go. Okay, so we're landing on down in our dropship. We're gonna get out, and sorry if that's a bit loud, but now we can see it. Now we can see the shelter being built. And this is what I saw at the beginning of the game. Another reason that I wanted to quit was because you guys didn't actually you guys weren't actually able to see the beginning of the game, and I feel like that's not good. So I want you guys to see everything. So I restarted, and that's of course because I accidentally got one upload in that didn't work very well. So let's first get the oxygenator running. Actually, yeah, we're going to need the oxygenator before we start trying to get other platforms. Because we're going to need resin, and we need the tethers to get resin. So we're going to actually have to move the platform closer. Then we can plug it in. And to get tethers, we have to go and get compound. So let's do that. Actually, there's some resin over here, so we'll be able to make the other platform before we get the compound. Make sure to get the resin and not the organic. I'm going to try and get 3 stacks here. One more. Come on. Oh, I see some here. There we go. That should be enough for now. Looks like we spawn next to some clay as well. That's always nice. But is there any compound around? Because that's what I really want. Let's oxygen up. Okay, and then let's look over here for some compound. Yep, there's some right over here. So let's get this compound. Let's get all of this. Let's get a little bit more than just 1 stack. Let's try for 3 stacks again. So that's 2. There's 3. Okay, now let's get back. And then we can move this off to the side. Get this printer going. And I can make another large platform. And then I'll use the rest of the resin to make a small canister. Sadly, we don't have much energy going right now, so I will be back once that is printed. Okay, so I extended the base a little bit, or I extended the flat area a little bit out to here, which it looks like I didn't flatten this out, so let's do that. And now it is done printing, so let's bring this over here. I guess it doesn't really matter where we put it, but open it up. And then let's unplug this, move this one over to here, then plug this one in, Come on. There we go. And then, will this reach? No, it will not. Okay. So I'll put the next platform right here, or the starting platform right there, and then plug that in. Okay, perfect. And then we can put the oxygenator here, and that should get going, and then we can start making some, let's see. Come on. Small generator, not what I want. Tether bundle, there we go. Tether bundles. And another thing that I want to get done right away is mining. So actually going into the earth and mining. But the next thing we're going to do is make a large printer. So that needs 3 compound. So let's get some tethers going. Let's tether over to the compound that was over here. Looks like there's a little hole there. That is resin. Don't really know where the compound is. Kind of lost it. There it is. So let's first get rid of all this organic. I kind of hate organic. Not gonna lie, it's really annoying. Okay, and then we can start getting this compound. One more stack. Okay, there we go. And that should be more than enough for a little while. Let's go back to our tethers so we don't die. And then we'll go back home. Have to say, at first, it seems like the tether bundles make a bunch of tethers. But once you start placing them down, it really doesn't. So that's being made. I'm also going to want a small printer. Small generator, not really what I want. Small printer, there we go. And then I think I'll also need another platform. I might need another platform. But now I'll have the small printer. Ow. And I can actually, come on. I can actually move this over to here. And that should be able to print things as well. So what can that print right now? We can make... I don't want it to print that way is the thing. There we go. So that can make medium storage and medium platforms, medium printer, and rover seat. So nothing I really need right now, except for the storage, but we don't really have resin. So I'm going to have this print the rest of the way, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's all printed up. Let's open it. Very nice. So, I can probably move the small printer over to here. Now, will this fit on half of a large platform? And no, it doesn't seem like it will. So we're going to need to make another platform, which is fine because there's resin over here. So let's go over here and get some resin. And this is a rock. I can't mine this. It's a bit weird in the middle of a resin supply. Oh, never mind. It was a glitch. Okay. So let's get 5 stacks of resin. So that's 4. There we go. That's 5. There seems to be a lot of resin there, which isn't good. And another thing I saw, this hole goes down to resources. If you see down there, you can see some resources, which is really good. That means we're not going to have to make a completely human-made mine. But the bad thing is, it might be a little bit too steep to use properly. So, let's get in the medium printer, examine, and we can make a large platform. Wow, look, it printed instantly, although we're not even in the same place and I totally didn't edit that out. And cool, look, it also printed another platform and the research chamber, which, by the way, the research chamber is 2 compound and 1 resin, so we already had the supplies for that. How cool! I definitely didn't just edit out all of the crafting of all of them because it was really boring. Cool. Okay, so let's place these over here. Lots of platforms already. And then let's put this on here. And then plug everything in. There we go. And there we go. So the large printer right now can make the shelter. And that's it. And we don't really want that. But what I want to make next is the small solar. Because that was printing incredibly slowly. And if I made anything in my backpack, it would stop printing for a second because it uses energy in my backpack, which it has to replenish. And it all runs off the same energy and it can't supply enough energy and blah blah blah. Energy. Oh, there was resin right there. How did I not see that? Also, there's debris with malachite on it. Wow, this is a really lucky spawn. That's awesome. Anyway, let's get this research sample over so we can start making some bytes and get some money. And measured in bytes. Okay, let's go over here, examine, and this will make exactly 500, which is exactly how much we need for the small solar generator. In the meantime, first I'm going to go get this malachite. So let's go get this. It looks like there's some ceramic on it as well. So let's get that. Let's get the malachite. Wow, that resin is going to be a pain to get. There's a ton of organic around it. Let's get this research sample. I see there are some collectible research samples over there, so we'll make sure to get those. But for now, I'll just move these big guys over here. Okay, and then let's go look in the. Actually, I kind of want to make storage first. I was going to go into the cave, but I want to make storage before I do that. So let's make it print this way. Actually, make both of them print this way. And then, medium storage. Oh, look! It instantly printed. How cool! And if you're wondering how I got those resources, when I was printing the research chamber and the platforms, I went and got a little bit more resin to pass the time. So, storage, medium storage, in fact. And then we can put it on here, I think would be the best place to put it, because we can't... Sure. We can't put it on here, because that platform is doesn't have enough things left. So let's put it there, and then let's put our compound and everything away. Very nice. And then, let's go explore the cave. Actually, no, we need tethers. Duh. Completely forgot. So let's get this compound back, and this should hopefully be enough compound for a little bit. It won't be enough for much travel, but it'll be enough for a little bit of travel. So let's make these tethers up. And then let's go into the cave. I don't want to be sliding, because then I'll either place too many tethers or not enough tethers. So we definitely don't want to slide. And that's a hole. Let's patch that up real quick so I don't fall in there. Actually, it would be easiest to use the flatten tool. There we go. That should be fine. I see no problems with that. That looks completely natural. Okay, and then let's get a little bit deeper. Okay, this is where it gets iffy. Well, aka a giant cliff. So, let's make a little bit of a thing here. Ramp is the word. I'm not very good at words at midnight. How surprising. Okay, there we go. And then let's also fill this in. So let's get a good angle. That's not a good angle. Perfect. No. Well, looks like I'm just going to have to use the build tool on this one. Which is a bit weird to use. It's definitely different from a lot of other games. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a little bit different. But once you get used to it, it's actually kind of still weird, but interesting and useful. Okay, and now we're down here. We can get this, which I don't remember the name of, but it looks cool, so it must be good. There we go, that's a stack, and it is spherolite, yes, of course. That easily memorable? Easy to remember name. Ooh, research item. Cool. And I'm not going to bore you with taking that all the way back up, so I hopefully edited that out. God, I hate that word. Ow! That killed me. Well, damn. Good to know that that kills you if you dig it up. Okay. And what is this? Okay, that's all just debris. So let's get back down there. Slide on down. Oh no. Ooh, just about caught. Very nice. But the research samples on them are very nice. 48 bytes each. Which might not seem much, but their counterparts are a lot less on the surface. So, they're pretty good. So let's make sure the canister is in the upper left corner, or else... Actually, let's put it up here, even. Can you not forcefully put it... Okay, good to know. There's actually a section of the backpack that is at that right there. It, like, goes on top of that. But apparently I can't specifically put things there, which is odd. And how do I exit that backpack? There we go, that works. And then do I not have any tethers left? Ah, I do. See? It's right there. See? That's pretty cool and stuff. Actually, I think I can put it there. There we go. It was just on the side in a weird place. So, anything down here? Maybe? No. Okay. Also, I really like that the tethers serve as a light source as well. Ooh, that's malachite. How much is there? Hopefully a whole stack. There we go, perfect. No, that's laterite. It's an aluminum material. And if you're wondering why I'm pronouncing it that way, it's because I can't trigger anyone if I pronounce it, or I'm just triggering everyone, I don't know. But I can't trigger anyone if I'm pronouncing it neither way. I'm not pronouncing it aluminum or aluminium. It's aluminum. Okay. It seems like there's actually a bunch of laterite over here, so that's good. So we can... And I don't know what that is over there. I think that's actually sphalerite. But that's actually really good, because then we can get good sphalerite supplies and good laterite supplies. So let's go back up to the surface, and then let's see what's going on. And if you were wondering what I meant by let's see what's going on, don't worry, I am too. So, research chamber, we have 1 minute left in that, so right now we do have enough bytes. Okay, so let's get the smaller solar going. I could have also gotten the small wind, but that needs glass, and we don't have access to glass yet. We don't really have access to copper yet either, but we do have the malachite that we found, right? We did find malachite, right? Yes, we did. We found malachite, which is copper. And I just now realized that we don't have the refinery unlocked yet. The smelting furnace, which is 250 bytes. So we still need to get that. It's not a refinery. I literally made a video and where I kept on calling it a refinery. I called the video not a refinery because I called literally everything in that video a refinery. Man, I am great at words. Okay, in here we have 30 seconds left, so we can wait on that. But let's put everything away. I'm going to wait for that to finish, put another thing in there, wait for that to finish, and then I'll be right back once we can get by the refinery. I did it again. And this next research sample is 565 bytes. That's the one we found in the mine, in the cave. But, actually, I have a better idea for what we're going to do. I'm gonna go get some, compounds so we can make some more tethers. Then we're gonna go back in the mine and see what we can find down there. And also extend our tethers above ground, because this is pointless. Okay, so I just got the compound, so I'm making the tether bundles right now. But, before I actually go back down there, I actually want to find another compound supply. Because that was the only one that I found, and I just drained it. There's no more compound in that. So I do want to find another one. The reason I'm going this way is purely because I found some research samples over here. Nice. Ah, there actually is some compound over here. Very nice. So, I'm going to get some of this, then we can make some more tethers, and then we can go explore in the cave. Okay, so I might have went a little overboard in getting the compound. We got 5, well actually 6, but I turned one of them into a tether bundle, and I don't know what's going on here, but I don't like it. We have 2 in this tether bundle, and we have 1 in this tether bundle. I've already tried to stack them, and it just wouldn't work, and I really hate it, so thank you, game. Thank you a lot for that. But anyway, let's go into the mine. Cave, not mine. Also, sorry if that pause was a little bit weird. I accidentally hit the wrong button and then the wrong button again. So, I don't know what that's gonna look like in post-production. Or why did I say post-production? In the actual video. Okay. Ah, so that's what it does. It pulls from the closest to the top. Okay. Uh-oh. I do not like that, and we're dying, and I'm dead. Very nice. Good to know. That flipping kills you. And there I go censoring myself again. But anyway, let's drop back down there and try to destroy that plant. Plonk. Just casually air drifting there. Very cool. Okay. Where's my stuff? Because I don't want to lose my stuff. But I also want to get rid of you. There we go, got rid of you, but your toxin cloud is still going after me. So let's get it out. There we go. And I also don't know how that affects me in any way, considering that my oxygen supply is not in the world. It does not come from the world, it comes from a tether. And the tether is from an oxygen recycler on the surface in my shelter. So I don't really know how that works. Or else, unless it's a corrosive gas, in which... Okay, I guess that makes sense. It's corroding my suit. But then, how does it regenerate? I'm just gonna stop looking into it. Okay. I mean, this game was never supposed to be an accurate game. I mean, we have giant-ass rocks of unknown green material that you can pick up and move around. I mean, this proportion just in itself is ridiculous. But I'm gonna put this back up. And, yeah. Also, if you can see that, it says packaged item required. I know what that's from, but that is definitely a glitch, and I don't know what's causing it. The message is from right over here, where you could put a packaged item in there, and it does something. Don't really know what it does, but it's supposed to do something. Okay, so we have 5 minutes left on that, but we do have enough bytes to get... Let's see, where is it? Also, large storage silo, I'm definitely going to want. Or just the storage silos in general, I'm definitely going to want. Because they seem like they're really good storage. They are a little bit hard to make, but they seem like they're really good storage. Also, the trade platform is another one that I kind of want. Smelting Furnace, there we go. Research Smelting Furnace. And then the soil centrifuge, chemistry lab, and atmospheric condenser I'm also going to want. Because, what do those do? Well, if we go into here, the Astropedia, we have the Ammonomicon and the Astropedia. It's amazing. So, we have resources, and these are natural resources that you can find in the wild. Don't know how to find half of these. Let's see. Ammonium I know how to find. I'm pretty sure I know how to find. I think that's just on the ground. Astronium, no clue. Clay, that's I know how to find that. That's in the rocks. Compound, I obviously know how to find that. Graphite, no idea. Hematite, I believe that's in the ground and we can find that. Laterite, I do know how to find that. That's in the ground. Lithium, no clue. Malachite, that's in the ground and I know that. Organic, god damn it, it's everywhere. Quartz, that's in the ground and I know that. Resin, that's on the surface, easy to find. Sphalerite, that's in the ground, I know that. Titanite, or titanite, or something, don't know. And wolframite, don't know. So that's actually more than I thought. And mining, you can actually get a lot of materials. Let's see, you can get hematite, laterite, quartz, and sphalerite, from what I know, and malachite. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. To my knowledge, there are probably more. And I don't even know if you can find hematite down here. I'm pretty sure you can, but I could be wrong. That's still really cool. Even though it's probably not the greatest because I could take damage and blah 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 and it's dangerous and whatever. Still damn cool. Okay. That is a hole that I made. Right. Got a little bit scared there. That would go to another section of a giant cave. And I would accidentally fall into it and wouldn't be able to get back. Because that's what kept happening on the last episode. The one that I'm not sure if I'm going to upload or not. Also, the structures are getting in the way, but I don't want to mind them because I don't feel like I'm going to be able to get enough for a full stack, and I don't want to waste them. Ooh, research samples. And this doesn't look like it heads anywhere. Actually, there's that. Definitely going to want to patch this up so I don't accidentally fall in there, because that falls into a new cave and I wouldn't be able to get out in time for my oxygen. Okay. That tether was just a tiny bit too far away. Kind of mildly infuriating. Not gonna lie. Okay. Research sample. Very nice. Another one. Another one. Compound. This is a lot of goddamn compound. And there's some quartz up there. Very cool. Very cool. What else is here? This is so much compound. Oh my god. Ooh, there seems to be some debris over here. Is there anything in the debris? Okay, let's make some more tether bundles. I do want to get that quartz. I definitely do want to get that quartz. And I think you refine it into glass, but I could be wrong. Okay, packager. Base building object. Compresses items into packages. That could actually be pretty useful. If we're moving or anything, that's very useful. And it could be useful for some other things, but I can't really think of it right now. Holy crap, that's a lot of compound. Jesus Christ. Okay, I still don't know. If you start a stack of something, and then you get another material, does it trash the stack? I still don't know, and I really want to know. So, now we're going to find out by constantly alternating between the compound and the quartz. Okay, I believe that it does not trash it, or else we wouldn't have gotten nearly as much as we did there. But, Jesus Christ, if you want to fill up your inventory, just shoot right there, and your inventory is full in seconds. I mean, look at how much stuff we got. We got almost 4 stacks of quartz, and we got a ton of compound. I don't know exactly how much, because we had some compound before, but it's definitely a lot. Okay, and there we go. That's our other quartz. And that right there proves it, because we collected a little bit of compound in with that, and we still got the stack. So, yeah. That's very nice. So I'm gonna go back up to the surface. I'm going to put everything back. I'm going to get some resin, make another storage. You guys have seen the resin deposit, so I don't think I need to put that on camera of getting the resin. And I'll be right back once I've done that. Okay, so we're back at the base. Let's put this research item back in the research chamber. Let's get that going. And then I'm going to go get some resin. Well, first I'm going to drop this stuff off. But I'm going to go get some resin so that we can make a couple more storage areas and some more platforms, and I'll be right back. Pineapple. Okay, so we're back at the base. Let's, come on. Let's go into here. Let's make, so I'm going to make, one large platform and 2 storages, and I'll be right back. Yes, again. What? You think I'm doing too much editing? Pfft. Listen, this video is still going to be an hour long. You can even check. Actually, it might not be. Let's check the recording. It's already 30 minutes long. Yeah, nobody's gonna make this far. Why am I even talking? Haha. Okay, since this is screaming at me that a packaged item is required, we have the medium storage here. Let's see what it'll do. Absolutely bloody nothing. Very nice. Also, we can apparently put those in our inventory when they're the medium. Very cool. Also, the large platform takes 3 times as long to make as the medium storage. Pretty interesting to know. So I was going through the stuff that we can buy, and I'm thinking the next thing we're going to want to do is either get the silo, but the problem is that's very expensive, but it does offer a lot of storage is the benefit, or something along those lines, or something completely different. I was thinking either that or things that make materials. So that would be the let's see, that would be the soil centrifuge, chemistry lab, and atmospheric condenser. But right now, I do want to get the smelting furnace. So if we go into, please, there we go. If we go into here, smelting furnace needs 2 resin and 1 compound. So we don't have quite enough resin for that, because I just spent all of the resin. But let's move all of this into the new storage, including the organic. I'm surprised I can hold this much, but there's actually a lot more storage than what meets the eye. Because if you just look at the backpack, it looks like it has 8 storage, but actually you can fit 3 on the gun, plus 1 in the storage of the gun. So if you're collecting something and you just collected a stack, you can have even a 4th. So there's 4 in the gun, there's 2 up here, and you can even fit 1 in the crafting area. So there's definitely a lot more storage than it looks like. Still not a ton, if you really think about it. But for now, let's put everything away. And we're definitely going to have to deal with storage later. Also, if you're wondering why I use the storage things, actually I was going to say the large platforms are just as good, but they're actually not. Because the large platforms need 2 resin, and the platform needs 2 resin, and the storage needs 2 resin. The platform can hold 4, and the storage can hold 8. So I thought that they held the same amount. So I was gonna say, if you're asking why I don't just make the platforms, why I make the storages, it's because if they held the same amount, it's because these take up less space. Also, these moons, if they are moons, either A, they're really goddamn big, or, well, that's a given, but they're like planetary big, or B, they're really close. Either one, I don't think it would be the best, but I'm not going to question this game. But anyway, now that our inventory is pretty much cleared, let's go back into the mine. And I do have one stack of tethers, and we have some more compound down there, so that should be fine on tethers. So let's drift our way down here. Oh my god, we're going to die. Not quite, but pretty close. Actually, wait. No, that's not what I want to do. I want to get some resin. Because if we get resin, then we can make the smelting furnace, and that'll give us access to a lot of different supplies. So then we can make more stuff, and then build more, and then everything's cool. Okay. By the way, this deposit of resin is flipping ginormous. And if you're wondering why I said pineapple earlier, it's because these stacks look like pineapple, okay? The actual resource on the ground looks like mac and cheese, and the stack in your inventory looks like pineapple. Pineapple mac and cheese. That sounds like disgusting. Or that sounds disgusting, not like disgusting. Okay, so let's fill all of this in so we don't have a gigantic hole. Even though I'm never going to be able to get it flush with the rest of the environment, I still don't want a giant hole. So that's first priority, is having not a giant hole. And that's about as good as I'm going to get it. I do wish there was a fourth mode, and that would be like smoothing. That would be a good mode. And then the icon could be a ball, I guess. That would be cool. So you can smooth out textures, make things blend more, and stuff like that. There's more compound over here, and that looks like it's going to be a huge deposit. So, for now, we're good on resin and compound. Although, that goes that resin. So maybe we're not good on resin, but I'm pretty sure we have another deposit somewhere close by. I'm not sure. We also have yet to see one of the portal things and one of the research helper things, which is interesting. So, let's get some compound from over here. I'm definitely going to want to eventually sort my resources, but we don't have enough storage things for that at the moment. So, smelting furnace, let's get that going. Okay, so I made a platform, a large platform, and let's plug that in, and I made the smeltery, or the smelting furnace. So let's turn that on, and as you can see, we're actually running a little bit low on energy. You can see the blinking down there, and that's just from the research chamber being up. So, for the small solar, we need copper. The problem is, how do we get copper? Well, if you look over... I also sorted out the storage. So, I don't know which way to put the storage, because if I make them face each other, then it's really hard to get these. I can accidentally get the wrong one all the time. What if I face them like this? Then I have to walk all the way around to the back in order to get the ones at the back. So I'm not sure how I'm going to position these. And if you ask me, they look worse if they're facing each other. But if we go over to the malachite, it says copper material. So I can only assume that if we put the copper in here, then there we go. It'll start making copper. And I said malachite, not copper there. You know. If we put the malachite in there. Also, the other research item got done, or finished, rather. Not got done, that is not correct. It finished, so I put the other one in. And it has 17 minutes left. Only 22 bytes per minute. so only about 400 bytes left. That's how long this took to print. It took quite a while. I also put all of the platforms in a better position. I moved a couple things around, so if you ask me, it's better now. But also, I kind of want to flip these around. There we go. And then there we go, we got some copper over here. So, let's make a small solar. Now, I know that you can put this on... Yep, you can put it on the... on your backpack and it works. But I think it's best if you put it on the floor. Because I want to power the base. So I believe if I plug it in, then it should start working, and we have a bit more power. Now we could of course make the generator instead, the small generator, but the problem is that needs organic to keep running. So I'm still going to make one of them, but I'm not going to make a bunch because we're going to need a we're going to need constant organic to keep them running, and I would have to constantly refill it. It would just be a pain and not worth it. So I don't really want to do that. But with one of them, I can get rid of organic from time to time, because I really don't need organic. So let's plug it into the solar, and that is a mess, but we'll plug it into the solar, and hopefully that should work the way I think it will. So, a recap of all our supplies. In our inventory we have a tether bundle and some soil and a small canister. On the storage racks we have some ceramic, 2 sphalerite, 4 organic, 4 quartz, 3 laterite, and 4 compound. That's all we have. So, the next thing that I want, so we can make the soil centrifuge and the chemistry lab right now. In the soil centrifuge, we need compound and aluminum. Now, with aluminum, I have an idea of what can make it, because No, I've been saying aluminum. Darn. It's also spelled aluminum, not aluminium. So I'm just gonna go by how the game spells it. Yep, that's one. So I believe if I put it in there, then it should become aluminum. But the thing is, this says aluminum here, but some other things, if I go into it, it says explosive powder. Okay. Aluminum alloy. So I'm guessing that you need to put it through another thing, and it would turn it into aluminum alloy. So possibly the chemistry lab. And ceramic I know how to get, that's from clay. Glass I think might be from quartz, because it says glass material. Yep. And then tungsten. Do not know how to get tungsten. At least not in this game. So, aluminum. There we go. Just trigger everyone by not being consistent. And that is refined laterite. So, let's make the solar centrifuge, because the atmospheric condenser needs plastic, glass, and iron. No idea how to get plastic. No idea how to get iron. Compound? No. No idea how to get... Organic? What would that make? Well, it's making something. And that made carbon. Okay, very cool. I don't know what it's used for, but it made carbon. So I'm guessing the quartz will make glass. Let's see. I don't even remember what I was... Ah, yes, plastic and iron. So iron seems like the easiest one to get, but I still don't know what makes it. And this makes zinc. So, not iron, since it says zinc material. Now if I go into the Astropedia, if we go into resources, we can see all the natural resources, but we can't see the informational text below them, so we can't see what makes things. But in the refined resources, we have iron, but we don't have plastic or rubber or whatever it needed. So we definitely can't make the atmospheric condenser with just the smelting furnace. We need something else. So if I go back into the Astropedia and go to resources, this is all the things that I can make with the refining furnace. These are all the things that I could find in the world. These are all the things that are from the atmospheric condenser. And these are, I have no clue, but seem pretty damn cool. So the next thing I want to research, of course, is going to be the soil centrifuge, because it seems like the next item in the line of creations. And the research chamber just finished, so I'm going to go get a sample for it, and I'll be right back, because I want to keep that flow of bytes going. Well, I accidentally died sliding down into the cave. Thought you should know that. And those are its stats, if you wanted to know. Okay, on to the medium printer. I believe it's on the medium printer where we make it. So, medium printer. Please examine. There we go. Move off to the side a little bit. I'm just going to go over here. There we go. The smelting furnace, soil centrifuge. There we go. We need 1 aluminum and 2 compound. So we already have the aluminum. So all we need is the 2 compound. And that should be able to make it. And something really cool is that we can just put it on top. Like so. Wow, that's really tall. Okay. I mean, we still have to go into it and press make, so there's absolutely no reason to do that, but it's still kind of cool. So I'm going to wait for this, and I'm going to be right back, and that's probably going to be the end of the episode right there. We made a lot of progress than my original episode, the one that, you know, didn't work out. And I've actually made more progress in this episode than I've ever made in Astroneer, which is actually really cool if you ask me. Because we got the quartz going, we got the laterite going, we got the smelting furnace going. In the last episode, what I had going was the smelting furnace, and I kind of got into caves, but I didn't actually get any good resources from them, because I kept dying. And that was the extent of my journeys. In this one, I have all of this going, which is really cool. And of course, I had the large printer, and the research chamber, and the oxygenator, and a little bit of storage, not nearly this much. But, yeah. Very cool. We're also going to need another large platform, so I might just go get a lot of resin, and then just make like 20 large platforms, because this is getting a little bit crazy. Actually, if we go into here, I might want to make the extra large platforms, although those need iron, so I don't know, and they're really expensive in bytes, so never mind, I don't know about those. But they're definitely pretty cool. Are there any in here? We can get the large platform B, which is definitely bigger, and a little bit more resin, but I like it. Large platform C, which I also like, but that also needs iron. Large T platform, which I'm assuming is a circle and then a little bit extra on the end, and that needs aluminum, alloy, and plastic, so we can't make that. The large hoop platform A, no idea how that works, but it's very expensive, and half the materials I can't get. The large hoop platform B, which is essentially the same deal, except steel instead of ceramic. The large curved platform, which is still the same deal. That's it for the large platforms. The extra large platforms are just expensive in bytes, very expensive in bytes, and the medium platforms are just useless. Why would you ever... Why? They're awful. And the shredders. I'm guessing the shredder is how you use the debris. I'm guessing you put it through the shredder and it gives you something. But in terms of iron, if we look at the resources, let's see, what could possibly make iron? So we know ammonium. I don't think ammonium makes it. We know clay. Clay does not make it. We know compound does make it. Graphite, possibly. but I don't think so. I think it might be wolframite. I'm really not sure about that one. But anyway, I'm going to go get a bunch of resin, make a platform, and I'll be right back. Also, I completely forgot. Let's see. Drill, don't really care. Where was it? No, it was in the other section. The large platform B. I'm actually going to research that. Just wanted to show you that. Also, this was a little bit of resin, real close to home, real close to the pits, but it really didn't have much. Still, I'm going to look for some resin off camera. Okay, here's a really good area for resin. It looks like actually 2 resin deposits here. There were one over here and then one over here, which is very nice. This is just going off the end of the big compound area over there. So I just went a lot further, or a bit further, and here we go. So we're getting some more resin over here, and I'm going to try and get a whole bunch of resin, because it is a bit of a hike to get out here. Still not nearly as bad as the old world, so I'm definitely very glad I restarted. And glad that this seed is amazing. I don't know how to check the seed for any of you guys to try this out, but if any of you know how to, and want to know the seed, then tell me and ask me to show you guys. And I gladly will. But yeah, it seems like one moderate-sized, or I guess they're both moderate-sized. I was going to say one moderate-sized and one big, but they're both pretty moderate. But anyway, I'm going to go back, and I'm also going to create a beacon is the next thing I want to do, so that I can find my home. Because as you can see here, there's a big old bloody sign that says, hey, your home is over here. But if I go too far away from that, or if I go underground, it's not there. So I definitely want to get a beacon, because I'm pretty sure you see that from anywhere. So then I won't be able to lose my home. Well, I wouldn't say that, but I won't lose my home, is a better way of saying that. But the video is now approaching the 1 hour mark. It's at 52 minutes and 33 seconds, or so. Just casually, 52 minutes, 33 seconds, 90 milliseconds, around there. But, yeah, so it's gonna... That sentence was a train wreck. That was awful. I'm not even gonna try that again. That was just horrific. So we have a little bit of compound. Let's put that back. Very nice. Yeah, but we definitely have a lot of resin here. We still have 6 left over for more platforms in the future. Very nice. I will say, though, that these medium printers, they take a long time to print things. Especially when there are 3 stacks of resources. Like the large printer or the research chamber. They take a long time. So I can't imagine how long it would take for a large printer with 4 or 5 things. I can't imagine how long that would take to print. Probably like half an hour or so. But there we go. We got the platform. So let's put this over here. And it looks like we're actually running out of room. And I chucked some organic on there for no particular reason. Just gotta make some room for some organic because kind of running out of room. There's so much organic. You just get so much goddamn organic in this game. Just burn it in the generator. There we go. That should be fine. And it looks like we're actually running out of area over here. So let's extend this. it looks like I got the right, right level, right flat thing, which is good. And we're getting more organic. Yay. I don't even know if this is actually flat to the center of gravity, but it was where it was the flatness of the pod landing. So, I'm just gonna go with it. Let's flatten all this out over here. Might as well. Looks like everything's about flat over here, though. Doesn't look too bad at all. And I wonder if there are resources that you can get in the mountains. I don't know. Let's flatten all this out. And we're out of soil, actually. And inventory space, almost, so let's put this organic away. A little bit of it away. And then let's open this up. Put it over here. And then put the soil centrifuge over here. And then open that up. Please. There we go. I honestly don't know how it works. So, let's rotate it around. It looks like our research is done. So we're going to have to get another one of those. But, okay, examine. Okay, so we can get compound from it. We can get resin from it. We can get organic from it. We can get clay from it. We can get quartz from it. We can get graphite from it. And we can get ammonium from it. So the only things that we couldn't get otherwise were the ammonium and the graphite. Or is it you have to put these things in? I didn't think of it that way. I think you actually have to put those things in. Which seems costly because that needs 8 resin. Or 8 organic or something like that. So I'm going to get a bunch of organic. Actually, we have a bunch of resin right now that we could throw in there. But I'm going to get a bunch of organic. Because I care about resin and I don't care about organic. And then I'm going to try to do something with it. So I'll be right back once I've done that. Okay, so that didn't actually take very long, but I got more than enough resin. So, whoops. And I did not mean resin there, I meant organic. So let's pick that back up. Then let's go into here. And then organic. Maybe I manually have to put it on? Manually put it up there. Okay, now let's go back into it. Nope, still saying 0. Okay, do I put it in these? It doesn't seem that way now. Huh. Might have to look up how to use that. Because I don't seem to know. But that's going to be next episode's because we are just about under the 1 hour mark. So that's going to be it for today's episode. If you liked it, cool. I don't even know why I always say if you liked it. I don't even know why I have an outro. Nobody makes it this far. But, as I always say in a lot of my outros now, if you have made it this far, please tell me in the comments, because I always like to know if YouTube is correct. Because half the time, probably more, it's not. Average video duration, it says in my videos, are 45 seconds. Which I know a lot of people watch longer than that. And I have watched longer than that, and it still said 45 seconds. So, I always like to know if YouTube is correct or not. Most of the time it's not. So, if you did make it this far in the video, please tell me in the comments, because I would love to know. Use the word potato. Just as a verifier. So people can't say, oh yeah, I made it that far, and then they really didn't. So you better say potato in the comments if you did make it this far. And if you did, this sounds childish and stupid. But I don't care. It's a test. And if you did make it this far and don't tell me in the comments, well, you're a meanie. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Next episode is going to be probably experimenting with the solar centrifuge, and then trying. The goal for the next episode is going to be trying to get the chemistry lab, which is 1,600 bytes. So we're actually just short of that. So it's not going to be too hard to buy, but it's going to be a little bit to make. But that's going to be next episode, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye for now.